Hi guys, it's Heidi here from Heidi Helps the Philippines Made Easy, and today I have a very special guest, Chad Foster from Chad Foster Explores.
What's up, guys?
So Chad, tell us about yourself. How did you end up here in the Philippines?
Oh, we're going back 3 years. It's 3 years as of like 3 days ago. So how did I end up here? Well, I guess it started with coworkers that I had working in healthcare, Filipinos, that would share stories. Eventually got my curiosity, showing videos of beautiful places in the Philippines. Had a breakup. My one buddy who's from Leyte, and we worked together in Florida. He was like, you should meet a Filipina. He just started planting these seeds, and it kind of went on for a while.
Yeah.
It was like years, like before I even came over here. So I got my curiosity, I looked into it, and then the timing was right with me kind of being burnt out with work and needing a break from working healthcare, and everything just kind of came together. I had some rental properties that I'd been working on, and then the timing was right, rented them out, came over here with a last minute plan of, hey, maybe I'll start a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of how it happened. I needed time to breathe. We were just talking about it. I needed a break. I needed a low cost of living place to kind of live temporarily on my rental income to sort of figure out the next chapter, and I wanted to try some different things. A YouTube channel was one of my ideas, and that kind of just turned into something. So that first trip turned into a second and a third, and I go home to visit family, and then I just keep coming back again. And I've been here pretty much the whole time.
Oh wow, that's amazing. So the channel is Chad Foster Explorer. So where have you explored in the Philippines so far?
It's a lot of islands. I was going to say, where have I not explored? Well, there's still a lot of places I haven't explored.
We have 7,000 plus islands.
Yeah, I still have a long way to go. I'd say most of my time has been down in the Visayas. I mean, Cebu is my starting point. Then I lived in Moalboal for a couple of months, and then from there I started some rapid traveling, like literally bouncing around. Siquijor, Negros Oriental, Camiguin Island, all around Bohol, Leyte, Biliran, parts of Mindanao. Luzon, not a lot, just Manila a few times. This is like my 5th time to come up here. And then Palawan. I have not been to Boracay yet, but most of the popular spots, Siargao, yeah, and some out of the way random places too, which I've had a lot of fun exploring.
Do you have a favorite place that you've discovered so far?
I have a couple of favorites. Siquijor is definitely, like, people that watch my channel know that. I tried living there recently. I didn't find the right housing setup, but I love it there. I was just there for a month and a half. Camiguin Island I really love. And I would say my top favorite as far as just like nature, beauty, not crowded, not touristy, is Dinagat Island. Which is a cluster. I've never
even been there.
Yeah, a lot of people have never even heard of it. Yeah. But it's kind of tucked in between. I was in Siargao at the time, and then I went over there and checked it out. It's kind of near there, Siargao City. It's a kind of a mix of Palawan and other places, just beautiful limestone cliffs and white sandy beaches and clear water, and not touristy, like not a lot of people there. So I loved it. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out, guys.
Check it out.
If you're up for an adventure, go to Dinagat Island.
I'll definitely try to check that out, because I've never been there and I'm Filipino.
It's more primitive. It's not like, there's no resorts, there's nothing built up. I mean, at least 2 years ago there was not. So.
Okay. So coming from Canada, what was the most culture shock you felt like moving to the Philippines or exploring in the Philippines?
There was no major shock, for sure. I mean, I was prepped from my friends, the research that I did, and I had been to like developing countries before.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like overly shocked, but I mean, things that stand out, it's the same stuff that you'll hear. There's more noise in the Philippines than we're used to back in the West. So just like noise pollution is still a thing, and I think a lot of foreigners will mention that, whether it be loud music or dogs barking or roosters, although I totally got used to roosters. It's like they don't bother me now at all. That was one. When you're out in the province and traveling around, like the food options that are there, to try to get like a hot cooked meal can be tough. You're eating at maybe Calendaria and different places and street food that you're not familiar with. So these are things that that stand out to me. But other than that, I think because it's English speaking, just a familiar, culturally, there's a lot of similarities for Western people coming over here. The friendliness, the welcomeness, you just can feel at home pretty quick here. So I think that culture shock I've had that at other countries more so than the Philippines.
Than the Philippines, yeah. Just because the Philippines is like a little bit westernized than compared
already
to other
is,
Asian
in a lot of
countries.
ways.
Yeah. So it's a lot easy to navigate. We were just talking about earlier about how my trip to China and your trip to Japan was a little bit hard to communicate to people.
Yeah, the language barrier.
The language barrier, yeah. But that's not a problem here in the Philippines.
No, it makes it very easy.
Yeah, it's very easy to navigate.
Sure.
Yeah. So your friends were talking about, you should find a Filipina. Right? I hope it's okay that I'm asking you this question.
Yeah.
Have you been?
It's a big reason a lot of guys come here.
Yeah. Have you been dating in the Philippines, and how has that been for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was one of the main reasons I was very curious about this country to begin with. The opportunity to, to meet a potential partner. So yeah, like kind of right out of the gates. When I came here. In fact, when I started my channel, I didn't really have a lot of people watching it. I didn't know. I had met someone online before I came here. Didn't know her that well. We chatted, off and on for a little while, and then decided after I arrived, let's meet in person. And I made a video of it. I actually was like, well, do you mind? I started a channel. Can I hit record? And whatever we do, and we wander around. She was from Bohol, and so I was recording the whole thing as I met her for the first moment, and then hopping on the trike for the first time. My first experience in the province. I mean, we kind of. I guess we dated. It was more meeting and seeing how it would go, and I met up with her a couple of times, but we've since gone our separate ways and dated other people after that.
This is the video that blew up, right? Like
blew
they blew up. This is a video
I'm
that blew
like,
up.
holy crap, people are really interested in like people's love life and the romance and meeting Filipinas, and I was just thinking travel videos and stuff like that. I'm like, holy crap, this is a huge thing. And the curiosity of like a foreigner meets a Filipina. So that did launch my channel. That definitely was like, I wasn't getting a lot of views, and even that one didn't get a lot of views for the first few days. And then my buddy, I wake up to a text, and my friend back in the US, like, have you seen your freaking video? And it was like from 8 views to like 80 views. It just went crazy. And then, it just kept going and going.
That's amazing.
That got me monetized and got me thinking more about, wow, this can actually
work.
Yeah, maybe it will give this a real go.
Yeah. So you've dated Filipinas, I'm guessing. Filipinas, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a cultural difference that you've noticed between dating, a Filipina and as opposed to dating someone from your own country?
Yeah, totally different. Well, it depends though too. There's not like one type of Filipina. And this first Filipina that I met was very much, from the province, hadn't traveled, limited life experience, and there's I think a pretty big cultural difference in the approach to dating and getting to know each other, and some language barrier and some like limitations with understanding sense of humor and banter and things to talk about, and it's very, very different, someone from the province that hasn't traveled versus I'm in Manila now, and even someone like you and other Filipinas that I've gotten to know that they've traveled a whole bunch. You were just in China, you have a business, you're educated, like it's very different. So I think the similarity and the culture barrier is much different, and you're going to find it to be more similar to meeting someone back in a Western country. But what's interesting about the Philippines is that some really unique opportunities for guys to kind of have a little bit of both. So, like, you're from Bohol.
Yeah, I am from Bohol.
Yeah, a lot, and now you're Cebu. A lot of Filipinas live in the city. They've worked. They've, I don't know, gained all kinds of life experience. But their roots are from the province, and their foundation and their values are much different than a lot of the women that maybe we meet back in the West. So it can kind of be a nice balance.
Yeah. What advice would you give to expats that are, trying to come here, trying to date? What advice would you give?
I mean, that's a video in itself because it's probably the number one topic where foreigners screw up here in the Philippines. So slowing down and just taking your time would be a quick answer to that. Really know what you're looking for. It's another world here when it comes to opportunities, but it doesn't mean all those opportunities are good ones for you. Compatibility, the things that I just brought up. So really figure it out what it is you want. Don't get distracted. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of temptation for dating. Yeah, just people that maybe don't make sense for you. If your goal is to start a family and get married, that's certainly and a big important decision to make.
Yeah, exactly.
And I see guys time and time again act and make big life decisions based on emotion, based on lust, based on desperation, or from coming from loneliness, or whatever it may be. A lot of guys date women that are a lot younger than them, maybe more attractive than they're used to back home, and that can just boggle a guy's mind and make them make poor decisions and stuff like that. So I don't know. These are all important things. So go slow and just chill out, make friends, get established first. Don't rush into it. Don't make that your only focus.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like when a foreigner comes to the Philippines, they often get like shocked by, you know, I think the term is like spoiled for choice. Because there are a lot of, you know, you'll meet a lot of like wonderful people here, but then because you have so many options, you'll end up like choosing between all these different people thinking you're going to get something better.
Yeah, the paradox of choice. You end up not making a choice, or you can get dating fatigue pretty quickly here too, and spread really thin. And then if you want something really bad, and I fell into this too, like I was motivated to meet someone, and then you realize, well, maybe there's a lot of options. It doesn't mean there's a lot of options that are right for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And once you're fatigued and you're investing into the wrong person, then there's disappointment, and then that sort of compounds, and then you might get discouraged and go through all this stuff. That's where if you just slow down, figure out what it is you really want, and don't just jump into this crazy world of dating here in the Philippines, you'll have much more success.
Yeah, exactly. So Chad, have you found a spot in the Philippines where you want to say, like, this is my headquarters in the Philippines, this is where I want to settle down?
How can I do that with my channel name? I'm the exploring guy. No, without a doubt. I definitely was almost whimsically traveling around before and had no real sense of, like, I need a home base. And then I realized after doing that for a while, I think having some stability and home base makes sense. And I've been sort of working through that for the last little while, really traveling. But when I go to a new city or an island or anything, I'm really thinking about what would it be like to live here. Part of it's for my own sake, part of it's to research and make content for it. So I've really been learning a lot about big city, medium city, small city, nature focused. And so to answer your question, now that I'm in this area, I'm really liking it. I've only been here for 3 weeks, and it's my 5th trip, but this is the only time that I've really looked into like BGC as a potential home base. There's so many advantages to living here for me, and I think for a lot of guys. And for me, I think that because I'm still working and I want to connect with people and other people that are learning and growing and thinking business opportunities and all of that kind of stuff, this is the headquarter for that. I mean, it's the biggest city. I've met so many interesting people since I've been here. Our friend John has his weekly meetup. John's a good friend of mine. I love just sitting down and connecting together and talking about ideas. And then these meetups, you're meeting all these interesting people. So I think I can really see this being a good fit for me. And I love nature. It's always pulls me back to these other places. You just got to make it part of your plan. You got to. I met a couple here that they're the same. They love nature, but they set it up on like Google Flights. You can just set up different destinations, and it'll send you a message when the price drops below whatever, and then you just base your travel on seat sales. And they're traveling all the time. Like every month and a half, they're flying to Vietnam or Thailand or somewhere in the Philippines. And if I lived here, I think I'd be happy. I think I'd connect with a lot of great people, and I think I would still get my nature fix just by traveling out of an international airport right here.
Yeah, and I've told you, you look a lot happier now that you're here in BGC.
I didn't look happy before?
No, you were, but it's a different glow. It's a different energy. All right. What advice would you give to a foreigner who is looking at moving to the Philippines? Say someone who's like you.
Someone like me? Well, I came here with full intentions of it being a discovery, seeing if it's a place that I could live, seeing if it's a place that I can meet a partner, have a higher quality of life. And I think most guys come here with that in mind. I would say set your expectations right. Have a real sense of why are you coming here in the first place? Are you coming here for more financial freedom? Are you coming here to meet a partner? Are you coming here, what are you coming here for? Set your expectations right. understand that it is a different country. There are drawbacks to living here that are different than drawbacks to living in another country. There's no perfect place. For those that end up not liking it here in the Philippines, I think a lot of guys are always thinking grass is greener on the other side. It may not be the right fit, but just set your expectations right and really embrace the pros of the Philippines, right? You do get low cost of living. We were talking about the language barrier of traveling. You might try Thailand and Vietnam, these other countries, and love it. The infrastructure is better, whatever. But the language barrier is a much bigger thing than you might think. Take your time, figure out how adaptable you are. And if you're not overly adaptable to some of those drawbacks in the Philippines, whether it be the noise, the karaoke, the dogs barking, the infrastructure, the limited access to maybe those comforts, things that you're used to, well, BGC checks all those boxes. You can avoid that. So this might be the right fit for you. But if you are adaptable and you want to get away from city and nature, just know what you're getting into, you know?
Exactly.
Just keep your expectations right. Take your time. The Philippines is what you make it. I've been saying that a lot lately. I think at the end of the day, same goes for anywhere. So take the good with the bad. The people here are amazing. You can find a great partner here, English speaking. There's a long list of pros here, so just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, that's really good advice. Thank you so much, Chad, for being on my channel.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Thanks. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching.